Allowed me.
Yes,
Thank
you're
you.
the boss.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen,
You've
well,
been to Cardiff before, haven't you?
Before?
You've been a manager here in Cardiff before. Your memories of the previous visit with Hungary?
Yes, we lose a game, I think 2-0. That's right. This was a friendly game. It's a completely different game tomorrow. I'm happy to be the coach for the Bulgarian national team. I know these players and the Bulgarian football long time before, not only after the losing game in the World Cup '94 when Bulgaria go in the semi-final. We had the same with the Hungarian national team, two qualification games against Bulgaria for the World Cup 2006 in Germany. And I know they have good players, they have a good team, but they start bad in the qualification for this. It's tomorrow, not only for us, the same for Wales, like a final game. We concentrate from the first moment, and I'm in good mood. We can make tomorrow 3 points in a away game in Cardiff.
How well do you know your players?
Many players played in Germany, many players play in international clubs, and many players played against Hungarian national team 5 years ago. A couple of players I saw on the DVD, a couple of players I saw live in the stadium last week when I was watching Europe League game between Sofia and Porto. This means I think I know the quality of the player very well.
Two new managers, yourself and the Welsh manager, both new managers, both need a win as well.
This is nice in the football. Something changed, and sure, we know in the football it's not always sunshine. We have this shadow on another side, but we come to Wales to make 3 points.
Do you know much about the Wales team?
Sure, they have the same, a couple of problems. They have injured player, but on another side they have young talents. They played very well the last 20 minutes in Montenegro. They make a good result against Luxembourg. I think they have really a future team. Yes, and they have the same player who can make the difference, and we must give our best. We must work with full concentration and a lot of passion. Thank you.
any others?
Why have you chosen to take this job at this time?
Please?
Why did you choose to take this job at this time?
I told you I'm really happy to get the offer from the Bulgarian Federation. I was talking with the president, and I feel we like to go the same way in the future. And I hope not only to go the way in the future, to go with the right results in the future. And this is especially now the qualification for the European Championship 2012 in Ukraine and in Poland. Both teams have chances to qualify for this tournament, because I think England is in distance the number 1 in this group, but another 4 teams I don't see so big difference between the teams. Okay, Switzerland was in the World Cup, but they start the same with losing game at home against England, and I think for the second place is for everybody a big chance to get it.
What is your biggest problem in the 4th day when we start to prepare this game?
I don't like to see the problems. I think positive, and I know now better the players than last Monday, and I feel we have a good atmosphere in the team, and the players are motivated to win the game, and I don't see a problem. Sure, it's better when you have your players, or you know your players longer time, and you have maybe more training session or more games, but it's like this, and I respect the situation, and I'm happy we can start tomorrow with this game here in Wales.
Channel 405, filming for ARD Germany. You've left some key players behind, Boyanov and Stoyanov. Is this going to make your team vulnerable for the match tomorrow night?
We have good players with us. I think in this moment we have the best player here in Wales what is possible. We have the same injured player, but they cannot play. I was connected with Boyanov. I visited him in Florence when they played with Parma in the Italian Championship, away game in Florence, and he is not in the best condition in this moment. I was talking with him last Friday before I didn't invite him, and he was in a conversation with me on the telephone, agree. He told me the same. He is not in the best condition. He likes to walk every day to come better and better. in the condition what he need to make the difference with his game.
Okay.
Please.
Hello. Bulgaria have quite a good record against Wales, but what's it like coming to somewhere like Cardiff? What's the what do you expect from the fans? I mean, it's obviously going to be quite an atmosphere tomorrow. You've obviously played in Cardiff yourself for Germany.
First, what is in the past was in the past. We look in the future, and tomorrow everybody must be happy to play in this small stadium in front of 25,000 spectators. A game in a great atmosphere for their country. This must make them happy to present the colors of their country. And sure, it's not easy because the spectators are behind their team. But this is nice. This is a motivation more to win tomorrow our game.
And as we said, Brian Flynn it's also his first game tomorrow, and perhaps there's a bit of pressure on him to win. Do you feel that same sort of pressure for your remaining games for the Euros?
In each game you must feel a little bit pressure, but not too much, because too much pressure is not good to be relaxed. And you must be the same in one way relaxed, not only the players, the same the coach. And I feel really very comfortable to be here with my team.
Господин Матеус, ден преди мача наясно ли сте с стартовия състав и ако все още не сте, за кои постове се двумите?
Do you know your lineup for the game tomorrow? Yes.
I know my lineup, but I don't tell you now who start.
Realistically, how well do you think you can do now for your remaining games? And realistically, how well do you think you can perform in your remaining games?
I think you have to work every day with full concentration, yes, and I am motivated, and I like to give this motivation what I had in myself to my players, and to give them the same, the confidence what you need when you like to make good results.
And do you have any long-term goals for the Bulgarian team?
Yes, it's only now I stay 5 days in my job, and I sign contract for 1 year plus 2 years option, depend of the results, depend of the situation, and I think everybody's happy. Oh, switch off your telephone, or
Please.
please.
Yeah, do so.
Yes, and this is like this, and I think it's a good position for both sides.
You don't have Dimitar Berbatov. Do you think there's any possibility he may play for Bulgaria again in the future?
No, I was talking with him the same many times on the telephone. I like to meet him personality, but he told me he liked to see me, but he don't like to speak with me about to come back in the national team. He told me his decision. I must respect him. I must respect his decision because I cannot change it. And he's a very good player. He's sure a player who can make the difference. But he decided like this. I respect this, and this is a big chance for another player.
Please.
Треньорът на Уелс каза по-рано днес, че е подготвил няколко изненади за България утре. Има ли представа?
How can you be surprised by your opponent tomorrow, coach of Wales?
I think we get good information, both he from the Bulgarian team, I from the Wales team, and we must to find out now the best way. What is the best way to make the right result? And football, it's not only a game where you can make big surprises. Football is a game 11 against 11, and we was preparing ourselves in a good way to walk in each way good. It's not only about the conditions, it's about the system, it's about many little things can make the difference, and I hope what you need the same in the football, it's a little bit luck on your side, and I hope the luck is on our side.
One final question, probably, because we are really behind schedule.
Господин Матеус, утре играете финал. Какво предпочитате? Да речем, не много атрактивна игра с победа или атрактивна игра и равенство?
You're playing a final tomorrow. What do you prefer? Good play and not good result, or to win?
I think tomorrow it's for us important we make a good result, and it's always nice for the coach when we can have a nice game, when we have a good performance. And but the first point is important. We go after the game out from the field and have 3 points on our side.
Final question.
How how do you rate the chances of Bulgaria getting through the qualifying rounds to Euro 2012?
Please ask me this question tomorrow after the game. Then I can give you a better answer.
Thanks again, everybody.
Okay, thank
You're
you very
more than
much.
welcome to the training session. First 15 minutes open to the media. Thank you.
20.
Okay.